Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in. Because you're now watching the Buncher Bull Network.
What up? Welcome to the world's dopest podcast, the Marley State of Mind podcast. Down here at the Bunch of Bull Studios, as per usual. And tonight, I got a very special guest in the house with me tonight. Got my man Furious Styles.
Yes, sir. What's going on with
Hey,
it?
what's happening, Styles? What's good with you, bro?
I'm in the building, Mr. Styles, aka Mr. Goddamn It.
Indeed, man. No, I'm excited to have you here, man. And I usually like to kick off the podcast saying how I was introduced to the artist or creative that I have on that particular night. And for you, my first introduction to you was Rep PGH Hip Hop, bro.
Yes.
Look, we're about to get into some shit, right? The Rep PGH Hip Hop. And for those who aren't familiar, Rep PGH Hip Hop was kind of way ahead of its time. You know, it was a website, it was a blog.
Yes.
And they used to do a live music Friday.
Yes.
Was it Fridays?
Uh-huh.
It was called River or Deliver. And, you know, they would allow MCs a chance to play your music, you know what I mean, online. And everybody would be online listening to the music. And people would vote River or Deliver. So if it was fire, they'll say Deliver. If it's trash, they'll say River. And they'll throw your shit in the river. They had a little splash down like, psh. What up, Mink? I see you tuning in, bro. I appreciate you, man. What up, Mink? So if you were fired, they'll send you through with the Deliver. And I remember checking you out on there, but it wasn't from the River Deliver. I remember you from the Blackout track.
Yes, sir.
You remember the Blackout joint?
Yes, sir. Shout out Mysterious.
Mysterious, man. Mysterious put that together?
Yes, yes.
So we had I had Quest on. Quest was also on that track, the Blackout
Yes, sir.
track. We talked about it a little bit.
Shout out Quest.
For those who aren't familiar with Mysterious is a producer DJ from the Berg, super dope. And there was this collaborative track with how many MCs on there?
18.
Was there 18 MCs on there? That's crazy. It was like 18 of the hottest MCs from the city at the time, all on one collective track. And it was super dope, and you were a part of that track.
Yes, sir.
You remember some of the names that was on there? We already shout out Quest. Who else was on there?
Yeah, man. We had YM the Kid. We had Apex.
Yeah.
Shout out to Apex. Bro, there was so many names.
So many, yeah.
Yeah, but Mysterious definitely put that together. But like you said, Quest was on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even remember the rest. But
it was some dope MCs, and y'all had a video to follow it up with.
Yes, too. And you can still check the video on YouTube right now.
Is it still on YouTube?
Yes,
For sure.
Blackout. You know, we actually it was the coldest day. It was one of the coldest days in Pittsburgh. We shot it at the river. You know what I mean? So you see everybody bundled up because it was cold as hell that day.
Niggas was definitely bundled up in there. But yeah, so that was kind of my introduction to you. And I kind of followed along from there and seeing what you had going on. Always seen you had some major motion. And then you had a track that got a lot of momentum, the Dick LeBeau.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Dick LeBeau.
Let me tell you about that, bro. So it was a song about my dick, bro.
Casually still dropped that. This is a song about my
yes,
dick.
It was a song about my dick, and I ended up selling it to the NFL. And how it came about, bro, we was watching football one day, and the announcer actually said it. He said, Dick LeBeau has one of the greatest D's of all time. So you know me, I was like, what? So
hell yeah,
I done crafted a song, called Great D Dick LeBeau, and NFL ended up buying it for 10 stacks, and then we ended up selling to the Steelers. So y'all might have even heard that shit in the stadiums. 13 years ago when it was out. Yeah,
that's fire. I definitely remember you did the video for it too.
Yes,
at
sir.
the stadium.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. It was cool seeing that moment take place. And like I said, seeing the popularity of it. And how did that come about with the NFL deal? Like, how did that even?
So what happened was they were doing the top 100. And that year, they were having Ike Taylor and Dick LeBeau on the top NFL 100.
Okay.
So, and you can actually look this up on YouTube if you just type in Dick LeBeau NFL Top 100. But anyway, they called us and said, can we use your song for the top 100? And you know me, I was like, yeah. I was like, 50,000.
Yeah.
They was like, nah, nah, nah. They're like, the most we can do is 10,000, and then we'll own that part of the song. So I was like, yeah, cool. So they end up using that part of the song for the top 100
What, they used the
NFL.
hook?
Yeah,
The
they used the
great
hook.
D.
Yeah, and she said, "I want that great D,
Yeah.
Dick LeBeau."
Yeah.
And if you listen to the hook, like the whole time, even in that little clip, I'm talking about my dick on that song. So you know, that's my claim to fame. I sold song to the NFL about my dick.
You sold your dick for 10 bands.
Yes, to the NFL.
To the NFL. God damn.
So make sure y'all check that video out.
Yeah,
Great
make
D,
sure
Dick
y'all check
LeBeau.
that out. Yeah, that's fire, right? That's definitely a poem.
He sold a poem of his Johnson to the NFL.
Sold a poem of his Johnson to the NFL.
Yes.
That probably would be the more PC, friendlier way to say it, but you know, great D, Dick LeBeau. So yeah, so I followed you from there, and you know, like I said, and you had a lot of viral moments before they were like even before viral was a thing.
Yeah.
Which is the funny thing about it, right? The whole bedroom gangster, that was
Yes, sir.
that was a moment.
Yeah, so if you're a bedroom gangster, that was just a persona that I created. You know, I was actually just making songs about, you know, we can just say anything on it.
Yeah, for sure.
I was making songs about fucking, you know,
Yeah.
and that was it, about getting high and fucking. And then when we had the hip hop awards, I was actually nominated for two best song awards for Bedroom Gangster Part 1 and Bedroom Gangster Part 2.
That's fire.
You know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
and that was before niggas was really just making songs about just fucking and eating pussy. Like I was just making songs about eating pussy, eating ass, and this was 2000 and
This was before Kevin Gates.
Yes, this is way before Kevin Gates. This is 2007.
Yeah, that nigga
Do you know
ain't
what I mean?
invent that shit, bro.
Yes, check the record. Yeah, I was one of the first people talking about eating ass on record.
You was already a bedroom
Yes,
gangster.
yes.
They fake pimping.
Yes,
fake,
facts.
They fake bedroom gangsters, dog. No, but so yeah, that's one of the things I followed. I admired throughout your career was the way that you stayed in it, stayed relevant, you
Yes,
stayed
sir.
moving. But before we get too far into that, because we definitely want to touch on the podcast, the Smokers Lounge podcast.
Yes, sir.
I'm a fan of that as well. But let's start from the beginning with you with the music thing, man. How did that even come about for you? How'd you get off in the music? Was there a certain record that you heard that got you inspired? Was there a certain artist that you heard that got you inspired? Like what inspired you to get into music to begin with?
So, bro, it was a funny situation, man. I was in a group, GMFL Records, and Dodie, he actually had got some turntables and he got a tape recorder. I had start working on a comedy album.
Okay.
I wanted to have a sitcom. I wanted to do a comedy album. But I don't know if you remember The Source and XXL.
Yeah, of course.
Back in those magazines, it said, guarantee your record deal, send your demo in. Yes, so we made one song, and we sent it to both of them. They sent us back, said send us a demo, and we guarantee you a record deal. So we made a demo, and they guaranteed us a record deal. So that's how I really started.
Oh shit.
Out of necessity, because my baby mom was pregnant with my first kid, so I started rapping out of necessity because I was trying to get money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was working on my comedy, so it wasn't really like, you know, some people start rapping for like the love of hip hop. Like I was doing it out of necessity because I thought
You seen it as a come up.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, I was trying to come up, and I sent my demo in the rap vibe, and they said they guaranteed us a record deal. Now did we get the record deal? Yes. Now the record deal that we got, bro, it was we had to pay the record company $2,500, okay, and then if we recouped, we got some money back, but the record
Oh, so it's like an advance.
yes, but the record company was in California, and we had to get ourselves there and pay for the room. So
Oh, shit.
yeah, so there was like no advance, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we had to pay them $2,500.
You had to put up all the front.
Yes, for the studio time,
Yeah.
and if we recoup, so we didn't take that deal. But since we had offered a deal, we couldn't get our money back because they offered us a deal.
Right.
So yeah, that's how I started.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yes, sir.
I wonder how many people they ran that on. How many 25s they got, you know what I mean, and just
Right.
didn't even do nothing.
Yes. So if you ever sitting in the back of the Source of the XXL, guaranteed a record deal, we tried that shit and it didn't work.
It worked, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean,
They
yeah,
gave you the deal, but it was on.
they
some
gave us a
fugazi shit.
deal, but yeah, it wasn't no money up front, and we had to pay for everything.
So damn. So you did? Did you end up going out California?
Nah, bro. So what ended up happening was they had a rap summit, and it was in Chicago. So we ended up going out Chicago. Me, Doty, and King. Shout out
That's
Doty.
GMFL.
Yes, sir. That's the original GMFL.
What GMFL stand for?
Get money for life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all go out to Chicago to the rap summit.
We went to Chicago to the rap summit. There
Yeah.
was supposed to be 30 labels out there, bro. Corbin Grounds put this together. If I remember, like I said, the XXL was called Rap Summit.
Right.
So we go out there. We didn't end up getting a deal that day, but we ended up finding out the 30 companies that was out there was just his homies. So everything was fraudulent in the back of that magazine.
Damn.
So even if we would have got a deal, it wasn't a real deal. So everything was fake. So
Right.
we did end up going out to Chicago, but.
Hey, what up, Merc? I see you, homie.
What up, Mark? Yeah, so want to give a big F you to Corbin Grimes and Rap Vibe.
Yeah, man. Big F you to them boys. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to everybody that's viewing with us, that's tuned in, man. We appreciate y'all for sure.
Hold on with it. Oh, my bad.
All good. Damn. So that had to be disheartening a little bit, right?
Yes.
So you guys shoot the demo. You do everything you need to do. You send it back out to them. You thinking, damn, something's about to crack.
Yes.
This is looking good. You know what I mean? You probably telling the baby mom like, yo, we about to be on.
I'm telling everybody.
Yeah.
I'm telling everybody in Greensboro because this was really before the Pittsburgh hip hop scene was even formed. This
Right.
was 2002.
Right.
So at this time, we're telling everybody we're about to be on, and it's looking good. But mind you, none of this was free. It was $400 for us to send the demo. Then it was $800 for the actual summit. Then we had to get to the hotel.
Right.
So we ended up losing money. But like I said, at the time, our heads was big. You know what I mean? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like this was like before Wiz and like everything. So we thought,
About to be the first out the.
yes, out the hood. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Damn. So I know you went through that. It had to be disheartening to see that going on.
Yes.
And like you said, you wasn't even in the music for the passion of it, so it's not even like you were being driven by the passion.
Right.
You was really trying to be on some comedy shit.
Yes.
Which is interesting, right? Because not a lot of cats have that path into music. They don't have that journey into music to where they're doing it well, especially at that time, right? 2002 you're talking about. They're not doing it for a come up because it doesn't seem as realistic
Right.
as it does now. Like it's a lot easier now. It's a lot of more individual what's the word I'm looking for? Independent route that you can go. Now with the advent of like social media and all that stuff, it's a lot easier to go the independent route. But the time you're talking about, like you needed a label to push you and make
Right.
that happen. So you made the pivot from comedy into the music. Like what was that time like? The high of like, damn, we're really about to do this. We're about to be on. To the low, like, damn, this is really just some shady business.
Well, I mean, like I said, we were telling everybody like we were about to be on, and for me, I seen the music come up. I was a fan of Master P, so I seen how he did it, like independently,
Independent, yeah.
right? So I was like, okay, we're about to do it. And like I said, when they said like we sent them the demo, and then they said they gave us a 7 out of a 10. So we thought we were about to be on, and then we got one label, and that was Red Galaxy. Actually, y'all can look up Red Galaxy. I don't even know if they're a label, but that's the record label who sent us that bullshit deal.
Yeah.
Red Galaxy. So going from then and then knowing that we're not going to get nothing, and like I said, we wasn't, we was just kids, so we didn't have money, but we had at least get these fools $1,500.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
That
they
you're
get
scraping up and hustling to try to get to them, yeah.
Yeah, we selling weed, doing whatever,
Yeah.
and then to get nothing back. You know what I mean? But we, at that time, we knew that we had to do it proper. So once I started doing it, and then that failed, like I was already committed to doing it. Like that was my
There
only
was
way
there was no turning
right.
back.
That was my only way that I seen out of this thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we just went hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you come back from the music summit, you're disappointed, you're doing this shit. Like what was the bounce back like then? Like you said, you're all in now. So what did you start working on once you returned home?
Yeah. So once we got back, I started working on my first solo mixtape, "Life's a Bitch," and that year it was 2000. This was the second year of the Hip Hop Awards.
Okay.
So and I was seeing Dwayne Muhammad everywhere. And if y'all don't know who that is, that's the creator and founder of the original Hip Hop Awards.
Yep.
So
I had Holly Hood on here a couple episodes
Okay.
ago, and she was talking about Dwayne Muhammad and the original, because her and Scrap ended up doing the Pumas
right.
to follow it after Dwayne Muhammad passed. So we did speak about the Pittsburgh Hip Hop Awards, which was super dope event, right?
Right, yes, sir.
It made you feel like somebody. It was huge.
Yes.
You know, they had it at the Westin Hotel, the one I remember specifically, and you had artists like Mac Miller there, Government Gang, a lot of people in the city
Yes.
who were making a lot of noise, you know, and artists like yourself, you know, I mean, myself and a lot of different artists were there too. And it felt like a great time to be in music, and because Wiz was kind of on his come up around that time.
Right.
So it was a dope time. In
Yeah,
Pittsburgh
and this
hip-hop.
was the second one because Wiz was actually at the first one.
Mhm.
He you know, I mean, everybody knows like they was booing him and throwing shit at him and shit. You know what I mean? I don't know what. You know, I mean, I'm a Greensburg nigga, so I don't know the politics of what was going on.
Right.
But he was
Just
at the
niggas
first
hating, basically. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you know what I mean? So he was actually at the first one.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He won some awards. He did his thing. But, I mean, then he won some awards at the second one, but he didn't show up. But anyway, at the second one, I had seen Muhammad. So I actually won Hip Hop Underground Artist of the Year.
Oh, that's fire.
Yes, sir, 2011.
Do you remember
2009.
Do you remember anybody else who
2009.
was in a category with you at that time?
Who was in I know we had Commonwealth was in there.
Oh,
was
shout
in
out
there.
Commonwealth, man.
Yes, sir.
Those the homies.
Oh,
Roscoe,
man.
R.I., Zombie,
Yes.
Most. What's up,
Yes.
y'all?
Nah, but no, I can't remember.
Okay.
But that was 2009.
Okay.
I won the first one. Big ups. Niggas didn't know me, so since niggas didn't know me, Pittsburgh niggas they start making excuses. They were saying I paid for my award and all kind of things just because they didn't know me. But like I said, I was seeing Muhammad everywhere. I was seeing him downtown. I was seeing him at Pitt. I was seeing him in Duquesne because I was on my Master P grind. I was still out trying to sell these
You was
CDs.
hustling, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you was
You know what I
hustling
mean?
the
So
music.
right. So just because they didn't see me,
Doesn't mean you wasn't doing what
right?
you was
Because
doing.
like I said, I was doing this for the money, bro. So
Right.
I was pressing up 500 CDs,
Right.
And I was hitting everywhere trying to sell these things because I was about it for the money. So I ended up winning in 2009, 2010. Shout out to Commonwealth. We was up again, and they beat me. You know what I mean? But then 2011, I came back and I won it again. So
Yeah.
I am the 2-time Underground Artist of the Year.
Hell yeah.
2009, 2011.
Yeah, definitely shout out. What up, Perp? I see you, bro. No, definitely shout out Commonwealth, man. That's definitely one of my favorite groups. Not even, I don't never say Pittsburgh group because they're just one of my favorite groups. So
Oh,
shout out them boys.
Dope as
man.
Commonwealth, dope as hell. You know
And
what
those
I mean?
my homies too. They family too, man. I
So
don't know
and
what I'm
if I had to lose to somebody, and
Who
it was
better to do it?
yeah,
feel
facts.
Yeah, so you was on your grind. You're doing an independent thing, and you said like because you're from outside the city. For those who not familiar with the geographics of it, for Pittsburgh, you're probably like 35 minutes outside the city.
Yes,
30
sir.
minutes outside the city.
Shout out
So
Greensburg.
whenever you start integrating into the city, you feel some hate from the dudes in the city.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So at that time, this is early Pittsburgh hip hop. At that time, almost you had to be an East Side nigga, like period, like Wiz was from the East Side,
Right.
the government from the East Side,
yeah.
Mac from the East
East Side,
Side,
yeah,
Bo,
true.
like
That's true,
everybody was
yeah.
from the goddamn East Side.
That's true.
If you wasn't fucking with the East Side, then like niggas wasn't fucking with you. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
ain't never think about it like that. You right though.
You know what I mean? So that's how I looked at it. So then,
You had a few homies doing like definitely shout out Brucey, man, Lil Brucey from Homewood, because he was
yeah,
doing this. It was a few cats, but mostly it was. I mean, damn, Homewood East Side too. I'm tripping, bro.
shout out my
I'm
nigga
tripping.
Brucey.
I'm tripping, bro.
Yeah,
I'm tripping.
yeah.
But nonetheless, though, yeah, you're right though. Yeah,
he-
everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, he was even East Side. But
So
yeah,
early on, you had to be from the East Side. So here I come from Greensburg. You know what I mean? Winning awards, niggas don't know who I am. So yeah, of course it was hate because hip hop's a competitive sport.
yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? So niggas felt like who the fuck is this nigga? Because I even had the nigga shout out my nigga Terry Jones, the
Yeah,
comedian.
yeah, for
I
sure.
had Terry Jones do a skit on my first album. It's on Spotify. I am the Berg. And even on the skit, he said, who the fuck is this nigga from Greensburg winning all the awards? Like, but he was clowning, you know what I mean? But
He was making fun of a real life situation. Though.
right, you know what I mean? So he let me know that niggas was like, who the fuck is this nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even from that point, I felt the animosity. And
Right.
what really happened, bro, was when I felt the animosity was I didn't know the politics in Pittsburgh, like I said. Then we start bringing Wiz to Greensburg.
Yeah.
Then that's when shit really got crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so now you said you start bringing Wiz to Greensburg for like shows and shit like
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, I definitely remember him doing shows in Greensburg and shit. At that time, and that's funny. So you were the one that what made you connect with Wiz? What made you decide to go that route to try to bring him to Greensburg for some opportunities?
Bro, like I said, at that time, he was.
Because this is before Black and Yellow. This is before.
Yes,
This is
was,
around like Say Yeah time.
This was Say Yeah.
Yeah.
This was exactly Say Yeah time.
Right.
He was the only nigga that we knew that had a deal, and he was the only nigga that could draw. Like I said, for me personally, it was always about the money.
Money, yeah.
So I knew that if we brought Wiz,
Money will follow.
money's gonna follow, and then people could probably see us, and then we could sell our CDs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you were bringing him down to do shows, and you would like open up for him.
Yes, sir.
For that show. That's
yes,
brilliant.
sir.
That was smart.
And not even that.
How did it work out? How did that strategy work?
Oh, it worked. It worked out great. We ended up doing actually 3 shows at Johnny B's with Wiz,
Yeah, yep.
and then when Wiz and S Money had fell out, whatever. I don't know I don't know the politics of that, but
What's
anyway,
good, Valley?
we was the niggas who brought them together for their first show
Oh wow, yeah.
in Greensburg at Johnny B's. You know what I mean? GMFL Records, Wiz, S Money, and Dizzy. And
Oh, that's
shit.
fire.
Yes, sir. So you know,
I remember
man.
Dizzy, man. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, sir. Shout out Dizzy. Yes, sir.
I remember Dizzy. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So it was
Okay,
Dizzy,
yeah.
GMFL Records.
Damn.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's money. And Wiz, Wiz was tight with the government gang. Obviously, anybody who was recording at ID Labs at that time, Wiz was always there. So if you was at ID Labs, chances are you seeing Wiz there. And of course, government gang was because a lot of people don't know, Chevy was with government gang
At
originally.
first, yes, sir.
So they had close ties to Taylor gang from that anyway.
Yes, sir.
That's funny. A lot of people don't know that. That's some Pittsburgh hip hop history for y'all. Chevy was with government gang early on, and of course he went on to do his thing with Heavy Hustle.
Yes, sir.
And Wiz was with Heavy Hustle, and they end up Heavy Hustle was like the precursor to Taylor gang.
Yes, sir.
So a lot of people don't know that. I did have Lavish on here, and he gave some of that history as well, which was dope. So make sure y'all check out that episode with Lavish, Lavish Life with Lav. But yeah, so you're around that time. You see the opportunity to bring Wiz down to make some money, like you said. You can do the shows and also pump your brand too, the GMFL brand.
Yes, sir.
You said you're starting to see some traction with that.
Yes, sir. So when we started bringing Wiz down, that brought the eyes of Sharman and J. Cruz.
Yeah, shout out Sharman, man. Sharman from the Ville.
You know what I
So
mean?
you already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Sharman and J. Cruz. That was a hot Whammo. That was what was Whammo 9-7? Was Whammo 9-7?
Yeah. 106 something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Whammo, J. Cruz, and they used to do the Battle of the Beats too.
Yes.
Right.
So then Sharman and J. Cruz, they start coming to Johnny B's. You know what I mean? Johnny B's was hosting like when Wiz and them wasn't there, like Sharman and J. Cruz, they was hosting nights at
Oh
Johnny
damn, that's
B's.
fire, bro.
Yes, sir. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So GMFL presents J. Cruz or Sherman at Johnny B's. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it was working out like that because Johnny B's, the way he had it was he would put up half the money and then me and Dodie would put up the other half of the money and shit.
So y'all had a partnership.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was working out great. Like I said, when Wiz would come, we had S Money twice, Wiz 3 times, and then the Clarks came. Then we opened up for them one time.
That's smart, yeah.
Yeah. So
Shout out to Cart, man. Scott Blasey is that dude. That's the homie for sure. That's Sean's homie. I got a chance to meet with dude Scott Blasey of the Clarks from the Ville. So yeah, no, shout out to Clarks. That was smart. What made you tap into that market? Think about it, because Clarks is completely different. They have nothing to do with hip hop.
that was all the venue we was fucking with Johnny B's. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? They was having all kind of acts out there and shit. You know what I mean? So we just happened to hop on the stage. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't like our show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that wasn't like a GMFL brings the Clarks or
Oh, okay. This was just something Johnny B's did independently,
And
and they
then-
rocked with y'all. So they was like, "Come on, be a part of
Yeah,
this."
we just hopped on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just hopping on, you know what I mean, doing our jams. That yeah, because
Did you see the difference in your fan base when you started collabing and doing stuff like that?
yeah, because even if they don't know the songs, they can say Dick LeBeau.
Yeah, they know who that is.
You know what I mean?
They know what that is,
They know what that is,
and it connects with them.
yes. So the Yanders is out there, Dick LeBeau, Dick LeBeau. So even if they didn't like nothing that we did, our last song brought everybody up in there with us.
Yeah. Damn. So by this point, you've already made the track Dick LeBeau.
This was right after, like right after the Wiz shit. We made
Okay.
the Dick LeBeau and shit.
Okay, so damn, y'all beat Wiz to the black and yellow. You might have he might owe you some props for the black and yellow shit. You done cornered the market on the Dick LeBeau.
Bro, so yeah, so we actually, if you go back and check our YouTube, like we dropped the Dick LeBeau like 3 weeks before we dropped the black and yellow, but nobody cared about the Dick LeBeau because
Black and yellow.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when we were independent and shit, like nobody really cared about the Dick
You didn't have a
LeBeau
machine behind you
Right.
pushing it, yeah.
until Mikey and Bob,
Big Bob, yeah, Mikey and Big Bob, yeah.
until Mikey and Big Bob played it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then once they played this shit on the radio, and then
All
it,
the Yenzers was with it.
yes, and then it took steam. The video took off, and
I heard that shit not too long ago, bro. I swear to goodness I
Yes.
did on Mikey and Big Bob.
yes.
Damn, so how did that feel, bro? You seen the song taking off and like doing what it's doing, you know, the NFL's talking to you, you know what I mean? You got
Oh, bro.
the local Mikey and Big Bob, you know, they're a big deal for the Yenzers. They're talking to you. What was that feeling like? Did you feel like you kind of recaptured what you did with that label shit? Did it kind of feel like the same time period?
Yeah, bro. Like it felt like we was on top of the world. We was actually doing shows. Like when I'm about to say it, niggas gonna be like, nah, but there's video. We was actually doing shows in elementary schools, just to perform Dick LeBeau. Like we was doing like school pep rallies.
Damn, how'd that feel? You doing a song about your dick to the students?
Bro, so it
Because that's crazy.
like it was ridiculous. Like I said, you can check our YouTube, the GMFL regular YouTube. You can see us doing pep rallies. But yeah, it was crazy. Like, yeah, we're up there waving the Terrible Town kids. I just said, Dick LeBeau.
Hey, yo, that's hilarious.
Yes, sir. So
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
So
Damn.
we definitely felt like superstars. There's actually another video, bro. I'm at my kid's bus stop just waiting for him. The bus stop the bus pulls up to the bus stop and all the kids out the window. Dick LeBeau, Dick LeBeau.
Your kids don't put them on game.
Yes, yes. 'Cause well, they remember from the pep rally.
Oh, okay.
So every time they pull up to the bus stop, they out the
Seeing you,
window.
That's the first thing they think of.
Yeah. So
Damn.
yeah, I was like a little, like I don't want to say neighborhood superstar, but in that middle school,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Dick
already, they
LeBeau.
knew what was up.
Yeah, they knew Dick LeBeau.
That's funny as hell. Now, did you capitalize on that time? Did you maximize that time, that experience? Did you like drop merch, do different shit like that?
So we actually had some shirts, and Emmanuel Sanders, he had his own brand of shirts.
The wide receiver from the Steelers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I was working at Spreadshirt, and he was getting his shirts done at Spreadshirt. So we gave him like 5 of the shirts, and the nigga was like, "Nah, this is bullshit."
For real?
Yeah. The nigga, you know what I mean? The nigga wouldn't take them, and the shirt said, she said, "I like your great D, Dick LeBeau."
Why did he say that? Did he explain any
Nah,
further than that? He was
nah,
like, "No, I ain't doing
he
it."
was like, "No, I don't like them." And then, you know what I mean, just walked away. So besides that, no, like besides selling the song, like we said, we had merch. We sold like a few shirts, but like nothing big, like how it should have been, like how you would think.
That's what I'm about to say. Do you regret not taking bigger advantage of that time, taking advantage of that song?
Oh yeah, like we definitely fucked up.
Yeah.
But like this was like before SoundCloud, like iTunes
Right.
music was still a thing. So like
Yeah.
we're trying to sell it on iTunes. So like this was in the middle of switching to the digital, like
You think you just missed the time?
yes. So I'm not saying we didn't fuck up, but it was like shit was switching over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Right. You were still trying to catch the pivot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, I get that. I feel that. Now I know you're a sports fan. Because I see you got the Lakers piece on. You know, that's
yes,
my
sir.
squad.
Yes,
We
sir.
do share that in common. We spoke about that on your podcast. And so, and I know you're, you know, I mean, obviously Dick LeBeau.
Yes, sir.
You're a Steelers fan, so you know I fuck with that too. Like, have you always been like inspired by sports? Like, was it a lot of shit that you do inspired by sports?
Yeah, yeah. You know, I was always a big baseball fan.
Really?
Yeah, you know.
You fuck with the Pirates?
But that's funny. Powers was my team until '92, until they got rid of Barry Bonds,
Yeah.
and I was fuck the Pirates.
Mhm.
I'll never like I go to the game, but I hate the Pirates. I'm a Yankees.
Yeah, I was
fan
about to
now.
clown you if you fuck with the Pirates. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, I'm a Yankees fan, and then when it's baseball season, I switched this out with my Yankees pendant.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so I started out with baseball, and then and then football, basketball was my last love and shit.
Oh, okay. How you feel about the state of the Lakers right now?
Bro,
What you think we need to do?
I think we need a big man, bro.
You think we need a big?
Because I think sometimes when
Think that we need to take the pressure off of Anthony?
yeah, like when AD trying to play five,
Yeah.
like he's trying to guard the hoop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's trying to do too many things.
You think he needs some help down low?
Yeah.
Who you want to see us get?
That's the question, bro. I don't know who to get. I just know we need somebody down.
We need somebody big down there for sure. No, yeah, I definitely want to touch on that since we was there. All right, so we're doing the music. We're doing the Dick LeBeau. That shit's going up. You know what I mean? Making moves with that. You said it's starting to get into the digital age, so you really haven't caught the pivot, but you're still grinding with it. You're still moving with it nonetheless.
Right.
And I know you try to stay active with dropping content.
Yes.
I know content's a big thing for you. Did you see this as like an opportunity to get back into comedy whenever the internet age really starting to take place? Because I know like some of the shit you do is still like, I mean, I guess even with the music, you always still had like a comical sense to it.
Even Dick
LeBeau,
LeBeau,
yeah,
even Dick LeBeau, like it's a whole comedy song. Like
right.
the way I'm giving it to her, ain't no comparison. All I do is hit her hard, James Harrison. Give her some TLC in your waterfalls. Miss Lady, I heard you had that rainforest. After the shower, eat that ass like some porridge. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these are just jokes.
Yeah.
Like, these are just jokes that I'm saying out loud. So I was always just clowning. I was always just clowning in my music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I definitely always wanted to be in the comedy, but I just didn't see how to make no money in it because when I was in college, bro, I did 3 open mic nights.
Did you?
Yeah,
Stand up.
stand ups. Two was in Katanning.
Okay.
The first one I got booed. All right. I'm not gonna lie. The crowd was all
Damn, they
white.
booed, bro?
Yeah, I got booed. I was doing like George Bush jokes, like the original George Bush
Yeah.
jokes. You know, I can't even remember the jokes, but the first 2 times I got booed.
You think it was just the wrong audience?
I think so,
Yeah.
but I got booed, and then I tried it one more time at an IUP open mic night. I didn't get a standing
Same
ovation.
routine?
Same routine.
Okay.
I didn't get booed, but I didn't get it. I didn't get it like I got a few laughs. So then like that just like kind of disheartened me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I always wanted to have the mic.
Yeah. You know you wanted to be an entertainer.
Right.
One way or the other, you wanted to be an entertainer.
Yes, sir.
I feel
yes,
you.
sir.
And the music was a good opportunity for that.
Yes,
Like
sir.
So I see, like I said, I know you still try to drop. I know you not try. I know you drop a lot of content.
Right.
You stay consistent with that. When did the podcast come about?
So right after Dick LeBeau, bro. I don't know if y'all familiar with Blog Talk Radio. I had started a Pittsburgh radio show. It was originally on Rep PGH.
Okay.
It was the top 10 Pittsburgh artists of the day.
Okay.
This was before
Yeah,
its
I
time.
remember that.
Yeah, you could actually go to the website and I would have the artist and you could pick the artist and I would play them top 10 songs on a radio show. It was called GMFL Radio. This was like 2011. Like the Blog Talk radios, you can still
You said
go.
this was on Rep PGH?
Yes.
Shout out Camo.
Yeah, shout out early Rep PGH.
Yeah.
So I started with that. And then when they closed Blog Talk Radio, like music, I love music, bro, and I didn't fall off, but I was just putting too much money into music.
And not seeing enough return.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I was actually watching Drink Champs one day, and I heard Nori say, I do this because all I have to do is sell my personality. That resonated with me.
Yeah.
I said, all you gotta do is sell your personality. Boom. So then that's when I decided to start my podcast. 'Cause I was like, bro, I got so much personality bottled up in me. Mr. Goddamn it can do this.
Right.
So boom, that's what resonated me to start my podcast, watching Drink Champs and seeing Nori say he was just selling his personality.
Right. So did it start off as a smokers lounge?
Yeah. So Drink Champs was where I got the idea because he was drinking.
Right.
I always smoked, so I was like the smokers lounge. But what it was a mixture was, it was a mixture of Drink Champs, The Breakfast Club, and Mikey and Big Bob.
Okay.
That's what the Smokers Lounge is.
Because it was never just you. You always had partners on there as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I always had a co-host. You know what I mean? Shout out to Prez. He was the original.
Yeah. Shout
co-host.
out Prez, man, for sure.
Yes. I had K-Dub on there. And now I got my new co-host, Coach Tone. You know what I mean? Shout out Coach Tone.
What up, Coach Tone?
But yeah, so I never had a single podcast. It was always like kind of like the Breakfast Club, you know what I mean? But then we do interviews because we had you on there. We had Quest on there.
Yep. Hubs.
Yeah. So we had a few other people on there. But like I said, and we do like wild shit because you know how Mikey and Big Ball like read the Facebook comments and do all kind of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like we do like the top 10 real nigga countdown, real nigga sports. What the fuck white people doing? Nigga, is you stupid? So you know what I mean? So we got all kind of crazy segments.
We should do one.
Yeah,
let's try one. Let's try one.
I mean, shit.
What you got for us? Give us a little preview of the Smokers Lounge. This is the Smokers Lounge on Marley State of Mind podcast.
Yes. I you know well, so let's what segment did you want to do, bro? Any because I got them all. I got them all right here.
What's the top one? What was the first one?
Bro, so I got Air to the Streets, Flavor of the Week, Weed News. What the fuck white people doing? Nigga, is you stupid? The top 10 real nigga countdown.
Let's do the top 10 real nigga countdown. That's what I was waiting for.
Okay, let's do the top 10
damn
real nigga countdown. Okay, my man. Well, this week on the top 10 real nigga countdown, we are counting down the top 10 cereals, my guy. So,
ooh. Some music came in the background. I don't even know if that was meant to happen, but it did.
Okay. So, yeah, on the top 10 real nigga countdown, every week we count down something real. Last week we counted down the top hip hop songs, and we counted down. So this week we're gonna count down the top 10 cereals, bro. So I already got my list. If you probably don't got your list,
I don't got my list, but I'll whip one up real quick.
Okay. Well then I'm gonna start, bro. My number 10 cereal is Crunch Berries, my guy.
Crunch Berries, okay.
Yes, sir. And then my number
the Captain Crunch Berries.
Yes, sir. Okay. Captain Crunch Berries. You know what I mean? And then my number 9 cereal of all time. My number 9 is Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran. You like the Raisin Bran, bro?
I don't fuck with raisins.
Oh, you don't fuck with no raisins?
No, I don't fuck with raisins.
Okay.
That seems like old people cereal. I feel like Raisin Bran.
I mean, it is, bro.
It keeps them regular. You gotta have some shit to keep you regular.
I mean, you right.
Yeah.
Yo, my number 8 cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Toast Crunch, and then let me see. My number 7, bro, Pops.
Yeah, the Pops used to smack.
You fuck with the Pops?
I used to, yeah. I'm lactose intolerant now, so this is all off my childhood. I don't really.
Bro, so
I can't fuck with no milk.
I'm with you. I can't drink no milk. I'll drink some almond milk.
Yeah, almond milk smacks.
You know what I mean? So you got your list ready?
Yeah, I got a couple of them. Hold on, I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5. I'll give you my top 5.
Okay, yeah, let me hear something, bro.
All right. So at number 5, I got the Rice Krispie treats. You remember those?
Oh, yeah.
The Rice Krispie treats used to be so fire because they were like Rice Krispie treats, but they were little balls of them. And
yes, little clusters.
Yeah, they used to smack.
Yes.
And then I got the Reese's cereal.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
That's number 4. I love some peanut butter, so that was my shit.
Okay.
Then, of course, the Captain Crunch, OG Captain Crunch.
Yes, sir.
Is number 3 for me. And then I guess this is kind of like my Raisin Bran for you. I fuck with the Frosted Flakes.
Oh,
Tony the Tiger. They're great.
they're great.
I fuck with that nigga. He's hard and the cereal's good. It's like a, you know what I mean? It's like a go-to. It's just easy.
That's my number 3. So hell yeah.
And then my number 1, I think, was on your list too, is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yes,
I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Somebody said it gets soggy too quick, but the good thing about that is you just pour some more in that bitch,
Yeah,
and you keep going.
and like you said, I'm lactose intolerant, so
Yeah.
I might do almond milk, bro. But I get high, bro. I'll eat that shit right out the box.
Straight.
I put it right in the bowl, no
Yeah.
nothing. You know what I mean?
Straight.
I don't need no liquor for my cereal and shit. But but we do all kind of segments like that every week. Just crazy segments.
So that's a little sneak peek into the Smokers Lounge.
Yes, sir. The
And I
top
know
10
you had
the
the
countdown.
we did the freestyle on when I went on, and you asked me, you was like, you mind doing free? I'm like, hell yeah, I do it free. I'm a MC. Why wouldn't I do it?
Bro, you was the first and only one to ever to ever do one like it. And like I said, I'm not trying to clown no other MCs on the show, but I've asked every MC who's ever been on the Smokers Lounge, like, hey, let me get some bars. And I'll be quick to say it's Marley was the only one that was like, all right.
And a real freestyle.
Yeah, like
Off top.
drop a beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Y'all ain't telling me what it was gonna be or nothing beforehand. It was just like we did that shit. And I must say, definitely fucked it up too. So check out that episode for sure. And I was happy to be on that. That was one of the first podcasts I did. It was a super dope setting. Y'all was ready.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? You had the questions, the ready to go. Everything was in there. You fuck with games like I fuck with games. You know what I mean? You fuck with the Lakers like I fuck with the Lakers. You know what I mean? You're
Yes,
still a
sir.
fan like me. So, you know what I mean? We already had a lot in common before that. And like I said, I already followed what you did and loved your grind. So it was easy for me
Yes, sir.
to take advantage of it. So make sure y'all watch the Smokers Lounge. You just returned for what season is this?
Bro, we on 4.5.
4.5. Season 4.5. So make sure y'all check out the Smokers Lounge. When's it come on and all that? Go ahead and plug it one time, bro.
Yeah, bro. We on every Sunday. Me and Coach Tone, 7:30. We on YouTube, we on Facebook Live, and we on Instagram. TSL_420. Or you could just search the Smokers Lounge 420. God damn it.
Yeah, man. No, I always love. I want to do shit with more podcasters too. I'll be trying to link one of them. I know my man Lum does a podcast as well. Shout out to Lum. And his podcast, of course, Folkland was doing some shit for a while too. I don't know if he's still a part of the SOS, but I know he was doing that shit too. So it's always dope to hook up with other cats in the podcast space. And you was definitely one of the first to show me love in that space. So I appreciate you for that. Now, what you got coming up, bro? What we looking at? Of course, the Smokers Lounge. You said every Sunday.
Yes, sir. So we got the Smokers Lounge every Sunday. Make sure you join our Facebook group, the Smokers Lounge 420. It's very active. We play games. We got like Mary
Surveys.
Surveys, polls, Mary Jane Monday, Terpene Tuesday, what you smoking Wednesdays.
Break some of those down for us. What you on with those?
Yeah, so Munchie Mondays in the Smokers Lounge. That's just when we want to know what the hell you eating. You know, we know you eating some goddamn munchies because you're smoking.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we just like to see, like,
What's your go-to munchie?
Man, my go-to munchie, bro, is either Dunkaroos, and I like donut fair, the donut curlers in the bag. You get 15 of them things.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I be trying my best not to snack, bro. Like I be going to the gym and shit, and it's hard.
Oh yeah.
For me not to like just genetically, I be fighting uphill battle, and I can't play around with food. I admire people that I got a homie Jarrell. Shout out Jarrell Coles, man. This nigga tells me he eats no vegetables. This nigga built like crazy. You know, if y'all know Jarrell, but he be in the gym crazy. But I be in the gym crazy too. And this nigga say he don't eat vegetables. He don't eat fruits. He said if he wants a snack, he's eating candies, cookies, and cakes and shit.
Okay.
And bro, I can't live like that. If I live like that, I'd be as big as a house, bro.
Oh, shout out, yeah.
So shout out genetics, cause that shit don't work in my favor.
Yeah, and I fuck with the gym too, bro.
I know you do.
I been in the gym daily. We actually have a segment on a show called Get Fit or Stay Lit, bro, and that's when we encourage people just to get fit and stay lit. Man, we give like tips on like what kind of stoner things that you should eat for the week. Let me see. This week we had
Like good shit.
Yeah, we had like avocado toast.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We had like
That good for the munchies?
Yeah,
You
you
fuck
know.
with avocado?
you know, not me personally, but
Okay. I don't. I think it tastes like nothing. I can't fuck with it.
yeah, not me personally, but
Right.
I'm just trying to give like healthy ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, for them and like celery and the peanut butter.
Oh,
But
okay.
now I do fuck with
Apples,
guacamole.
apples and peanut butter is fire.
Apples and peanut butter.
Yeah.
But I can't just fuck with like guac and toast.
No, same.
Nah. But yeah, so we do gotta, and I encourage people to like to do something every day. And I do want to say I do got a segment morning motivation. You know what I mean? I give some motivation every morning too.
Yeah. What's that about? Tell us about the morning motivation. What
Uh,
inspired it? But before you get to that,
yeah.
what got you on that health journey, that health kick to be on the workout and shit like that?
Bro. So before COVID, bro, like right when COVID started, bro, I stepped on the scale, bro, and I was 304. I was like, oh,
Can't
I
be
ain't.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ever since COVID, I've been trying to work out, and then I went from 304 to 220. I was like shout out, and then I got lazy. I got back up to 250.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm trying to get back down to 220 again.
No, I feel you, bro. I went through the same thing. I actually got sick right before COVID. Like I had bad gastritis,
Okay.
and I couldn't eat, bro. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't move my bowels. Like I was messed up, bro. I lost like 100 pounds, and at that time I was around 300. I just lost weight fast, bro.
Okay.
And after that happened, and I got like started to get better, bro. I just started getting on like some workout. Like I started running because I
Right.
didn't want to take for granted the fact that I lost all that weight and the way it happened. So I didn't want to take that for granted, and I wanted to keep on working and try to stay fit. Um,
Damn.
but eating, like, bro, I still gained like a lot of that weight back. Not all of it, but that's why I stay on this journey. And bro, I started the Mediterranean diet recently, trying to, you know what I mean,
Okay.
be on my health shit because it's important, man. Your health is your wealth. You only get one body, and I remember someone saying like, imagine if you only got one car your whole life, like you'll take such good care of that car.
Right.
Your body is that vehicle for your life,
Exactly.
so you got to make sure you take care of it the best you can. So no, I feel you. I feel you. Same around the same time I went through the same journey, and definitely, you know, what I mean, glad to
Yes.
hear that. But so you said you do the morning motivations too.
Yes, sir.
What's up with that?
Every morning, some mornings is for me, but I just try to motivate the people just to do something. I start writing it down.
Okay.
This was actually my one for tomorrow.
We get a preview until
Yes.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes. Motherfuckers, life ain't waiting for nobody. Every day you wake up, you either building this life or you watching it slip through your fingers. You're either building or you're bullshitting. Stop blaming the world, stop making excuses, and start moving with purpose. The grind doesn't care about your feelings, and the clock doesn't give a damn about your setbacks. You only get one life to live, so live that shit well and start now.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. That's just a little something, And
What
I do
made,
that
what
every
made you want
morning.
to do that, bro?
Like I said, bro, some mornings when I get up, I know I need it, and then I know a
You know,
lot.
if you needed somebody else might need it.
Yes, and I know because I can tell from the updates what people are doing. They're out here, chasing bitches, playing video games,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you ain't working on your body, like you said, your self esteem, you know
Yeah.
what I mean. You out here bullshitting.
Right.
You know what I mean. So ain't nothing wrong with that. But you gotta get to the money. You gotta work out, read a book,
Yeah.
do something productive.
Mind,
Then you
body,
can bullshit.
mind, body, and soul.
Yes, you know
You
what
gotta
I mean.
make sure you work those things out.
Yes, that's
No,
what I'm saying.
I'm a strong believer in that, bro. I think mind, body, and soul work out, and you gotta work together. They coexist, and I think you gotta work those things out together. You gotta feed them, you gotta rest them, and you gotta exercise them as well. Just like
Yes.
just one has to do the same as the other. So if you gotta work your body out, you gotta rest your body. You gotta do the same for your spirit and your mind. And you have to approach it that way. And I love what you said about taking accountability.
Right.
Because I think that's where a lot of change happens, and that's what's like determines failure from success is accountability. A lot of times, because a lot of people blame the world for their mishaps,
Yes.
and they're so busy blaming others for their mishaps, they're missing a chance to improve themselves by taking accountability and understanding the part they're playing in the things that are going wrong with them. Until you start taking that accountability, you can never make true change. You can never start making the
Yes.
steps towards success without understanding your faults. So I'm big on self-reflection, self-inventory. If I mess something up, I'm quick to say like, yeah, that's my bad. Like I did that. Like it wasn't nobody. Like yeah, I did that. You know what I mean? And I think, for me personally, that's where a lot of my self growth happen is learning to take accountability and understanding what that means for your life. You know?
Yeah.
Then other people find you more reliable too.
Bro, I'm with you. I don't believe in excuses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in excuses, and I taught my kids like I don't believe in excuses.
Yeah.
Like if something happens, if it's my fault, like you said,
Yep.
I'm man enough to just be like my fault, my
Yep.
bad.
Yep.
Like that's not over my head, and some people have so much pride that they can't acknowledge their fuck ups.
Right.
You know what I mean? So nah, I've never
What
been
up, Bobby?
one. I've never been one to blame somebody else or not take. Yeah, that's
Accountability,
One of my, yes,
yeah.
exactly.
And I think that's grown man shit, and that's real man shit is when you're able to take accountability for your actions.
Yes, facts.
And like you said, I like to pass that along to my kids too. You know what I mean? Is accountability. I don't want to hear what such and such did. Like I'm asking you about you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You got kids, right? They got siblings amongst them. And I always like my one daughter is real big on like, oh, so and so like no, I'm not asking what so and so. I'm asking you, what did you do?
Yes.
What was your part in this?
That's
like
it.
I'll talk to so and so if that's what I need to do, but I need to know what was your part in this. Because it's just that's a pandemic. People blaming other people for what's wrong with them in their lives and not taking accountability for it. We choose the lives we want to live to a certain, after we get to a certain age and a certain point,
Right.
we have a lot of power over what happens to us.
Facts.
I'm not saying that there's not outside factors, but yeah, man. So no, I love that, man. You doing you took the podcast, first you got into entertainment for the comedy, and then you made a pivot and you started doing the music, right?
Right.
Then you made another pivot and you started doing the podcast, right? So you're a man that learned that I got to be a chameleon in this
Yes.
thing called entertainment. I got to be a chameleon in the music space. I got to figure out different ways. And you even went as far as to promoting shows just to help promote your brand.
Right.
You weren't like, damn, there's this other artist, like you said, that a lot of people was booing with, and you don't know the politics of it. A lot of it just be hating, and the reason you can't even gather to think that is because you're not that type of individual. You seen somebody making success, and you were like, damn, let me try to figure out what they're doing. Let me be a part of that. Even if I got to bring you down here and pay you, break bread with you, I'm gonna find a way to capitalize off of that as well.
Yes, sir.
Because I ain't no hating ass nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That was it, bro. That was it.
You know what I mean? And I know you to be that. And anyone who does like a podcast space where they allow other people into their platform, you can't be a hater, right?
Right. Facts.
You got to be open to letting somebody else shine. You know what I mean? I'm glad to let you shine on this program tonight, bro.
I appreciate it.
They
man.
should know.
Yeah.
They should know what Styles is out here doing and what you got going on. So how did they get in touch with you? What's your socials and all that?
Bro, my Twitter TSL_420. And we even on Pinterest. TSL_420 for Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram, and YouTube, and Facebook. The Smokers Lounge 420.
Smokers Lounge 420, man. Make sure y'all tap into that. And y'all know to make sure to tap into this. It's the Marley State of Mind podcast, the world's dopest podcast. Down here at a Bunch of Bull Studios. We doing this every Friday night, man. Friday night, God damn it. We're doing this every Saturday night. You know what I mean? And on Friday nights, we do have the Smokers stash spot that we're doing. We do the reviews. We do the weed reviews. Then that's Jesse and the boys. They do that shit, bro. Definitely check that out. And you might have to have you on there as a guest.
Yeah.
Go see the brands and shit, man. Fuck with them.
Yeah.
They do that every Friday at 6. And we also have Vision Talks with Greg Lamont and Young Sneezy and Dude, man. Make sure y'all check them boys out there on Friday at 2 on a Bunch of Bull Network. We just got to keep moving, man. We definitely going to do some more shit, bro.
Facts.
I'm looking forward to it. But until then, man, like I said, we're on the Marley State of Mind podcast. You got anything else you want to pump to the people?
Yeah, like I said, just make sure y'all tune in every Sundays, 7:30, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Shout out Coach Tone, you know what I mean? Shout out the loungers, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the loungers out there that's tuning in, fucking with Marley State of Mind, god damn it.
Yes, sir.
And if y'all don't remember the name, just remember they call me Mr. Styles, a.k.a. Mr. God damn it.
Yes, sir. And it's Marley down here, the Marley State of Mind. We'll catch y'all next week with another special guest for the Marley State of Mind podcast. But until then, we out.